Hello and good evening. I am your host, Charles Parrish, and welcome to this week's episode of When Strange Things Happen. We have a very exciting show for you tonight. Later on, we'll be joined by our paranormal expert, Tyler Doble. Now, he has been looking through footage sent in by yourselves, examining which are genuine examples of paranormal experience and which are nothing more than a hoax. Now, we've all heard of strange things happening, that hauntings happen and that people genuinely believe they are being possessed. Some people choose to ignore it. Some people are just too afraid to acknowledge their existence. Now imagine it was your sole responsibility to examine these strange occurrences. Most people wouldn't have the stomach for this. Luckily for us, we have our very own spectrologist, Christopher Norvik, on the show tonight. Please welcome Christopher Norvik.
Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening, Chris. Please take a seat. So, Chris, could you please explain to our audience, what exactly is spectrology?
Well, simply put, it's the study of ghosts, meaning that me and my special equipment are going around finding special footage.
I see. Now, could you tell me, what is the most intriguing evidence you've ever captured?
A few years back, I stayed in the Pig District in a small bed and breakfast. I heard that one of the rooms was haunted, so I decided to stay the night there.
Oh.
Apparently that room hadn't been used in 25 years.
25 years?
Yes. So after performing a short seance, a spectre appeared. I was sure it was a spirit, without a doubt.
Oh, yes.
It was a lady dressed in white, standing in a corner looking directly into my eyes, and after a bit, she disappeared.
Disappeared? Wow. Now, you've recently been to another haunted house, haven't you?
Yes, I spent the night in one of the most haunted buildings in London trying to get special footage for our audience.
My God. And how did that go?
Well, I didn't get much sleep, to be honest. Most of the time I was just sitting around in a dark room surrounded by recording equipment.
Oh.
But it got pretty intense.
Well, shall we take a look at some of the footage you've brought with you?
Hi, and welcome to one of the most haunted houses in London. 200 years ago, this house used to be a bakery. The baker died in a tragic oven explosion. Pies were everywhere. It was a tragedy. Since then, people have been seeing strange things in this house. And tonight, we're going to try to capture some compelling evidence for our viewers. Right now, we're going to meet the owner of the house. See what he thinks.
Okay, so here we have the main living room, if you want to come through.
Thanks. Is there anything unusual I should be aware of?
Well, from time to time you do hear some strange noises in here. Bumps in the night, stuff falling over. And the residents of upstairs, they've pointed out to me that, or mentioned to me that they often see, or which may sound weird, but an old baker roaming the corridors.
Whoa!
What?
Have you felt that?
Not really, no.
It was probably nothing.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to spend the night at a friend's house, so if you need me, yeah, bell me.
Thanks.
Bye.
There's definitely a presence in here. Don't you think? I've been sitting here for 3 hours, all by myself, all alone, with my crew, and nothing has happened yet. It's time to perform the seance we've been preparing. See if we get anything. Baker, hear me. With the light of the Chinese warriors, here's the cost of a pastry. Feed me! I guess he doesn't like modern money. Are you getting this? I'll give you 20p for the pie. No! Go! Guys! Come here. Here you go. He was just there. He was full body specter standing like this with a chicken pie. I threw 20p. He's not there. He's not there anymore. You should have seen it. Can't believe I saw this. It was so detailed. It was the baker with a chicken pie. I'm speechless. Look at this. A pie. Could I eat it? I don't know. It smelled good, but I don't know if I could have eaten it because it was ghost pie. I'm Chris Norvik, and this proves once again that ghosts are for real.
Well, exciting stuff there.
Thank you.
Now, I've heard you have some more pressing details you'd like to discuss with us on this.
Well, yeah, when I was sitting down in the room, all the doors slammed shut, and there wasn't even a breeze or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I hadn't set up all my recording equipment at that time. But after that, I decided it was time to do all the experiments. I was sure there was a presence in that room. My electromagnetic field detector was fluctuating wildly, but I had a feeling that the presence didn't want to be recorded at all.
Oh. So what did you do?
Well, I asked some generic questions. Is there anybody there? Etc.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was no answer. But when I played back the audio, I could hear a distant crow. So what I did is I played it back, rewinded it, slowed it down, and increased the volume by 500%. And I could hear a male voice saying hello.
Hello?
Yes. And it gets better. After that, I was filming one of the windows with when I checked the night footage, there was in one of the windows you can see a little light being reflected, but we were not using any lights at all.
My God.
Yes. And after that, I was coming back to the room, and I saw a gray hooded figure walking away. I started following him, and he started to run, and then disappeared. After that, I went back to my room, and 2 of the cameras were missing. I came to the conclusion that the Spectre was trying to sabotage the whole operation.
Wow. Now that really is compelling stuff. But I'm afraid, Chris, that's all we have time for. But thank you once again for coming on the show. You've been an absolute pleasure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 stunning videos acquired by you, yourselves, the audience. Now, here's Tyler Doble.
Evening, my friends. I'm your resident host presenter, Tyler Doble. Tonight, do I have a treat for you? I have 2 stunning videos from our eagle-eyed viewers. However, they're not as eagle-eyed as myself. Let's have a look at the first, shall we?
Just run towards the cameraman.
Did you hear that? Now, to most people, it was simply a scream. As it was off-screen, it could have been anything. At least that's what a layman would think, anyway. Let's look at the footage back. There, you see? The man is not only startled, but also being pushed back by an unknown force. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an example of a real video and proof of supernatural beings. What we have here is a ghost which uses the majority of its time to annoy passers-by on film. We can tell by a speck of ectoplasm left on this man's lapel. An example there of the reality of the supernatural. Now, let's take a look at an example of a fake video sent in by a few young chaps who shan't be named, save for them being charlatans. Let's take a look at the footage. Now this is an example of common trickery by young fellows. We can see that the saucer itself is far too close to the window. It is being suspended too. If this was a real UFO, then it would follow the UFO guidelines penned by Walter Schruebler as to distance of the object from the viewer. We can see here that it does not adhere to even the basic rules of the Schruebler scale. Of course, another reason would be that we can quite simply see that this UFO is suspended by wire! It does anger me that people, especially young people, see it fitting to employ such tomfoolery in their send-ins to me. However, I do hope that other viewers are not so boisterous and send me genuine videos. To those who do endeavour to send me genuine videos, I thank you. Now I must go back to my studies. I bid you farewell.
And this concludes the show. Tonight we have challenged the laws of reality. And for all you skeptics out there, I hope you've been enlightened. We share our world with the paranormal, hopefully one day in harmony. Please do join us next week for when strange things happen.